but I don't see them. We will find out here, I guess. Where's all the features? What's this? Oh, you can screenshot. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't put a green, huh? I got a green background. How did I do that? You got lighting. What's this? I don't know what that is. Pretty cool, actually. We'll see if anybody comes on. While we're doing that, we're going to check the Oilers game score. Check hockey out. I said I kind of like that green background. Looks pretty cool. Not too bad, actually. Edmonton Oilers and the Calgary Flames.
Oh man, he'll bring that into the Flame zone. Looked offside, but
everybody's doing live hockey and whole sports now. It's becoming like the next big thing, I guess. If you're a sports fan. Whiskey time, buddy. What you drinking tonight? What kind of whiskey? Holy shit, I'm having arguments with a bunch of Canadians today. They're telling me, you don't even live in Canada, you're a troll. Because we were arguing over, they say buy Canadian. I said I'm going to buy what I want. Oh, they're just bashing me. Then one older lady said, "You're not even Canadian." I said, "I'm more Canadian than you white trash. I'm native." Oh my God. That's funny. Whiskey is a lot cheaper in the States than Canada, actually. Canada whiskey is very expensive. I don't think you can get whiskey for $5 in Canada, or any kind of, even a small Mickey you can't get for $5. Very expensive there. Even beer is very expensive in Canada. Hello, buddy. I know we go by, like, they call them, I think they're ounces, like 13 ounces, 26 ounces, 40 ounces. They're all expensive. And for 12 cans of beer, that's expensive too. Even for cheap beer, it got expensive. I'm doing good, buddy. I just came back. I was watching some of the Oilers game, huh? I went to the sports bar here in Vietnam. I was watching Oilers and Flames for a while there. I had to take off because it was raining hard. I was trying to beat the rain home. Oilers came up flying and they fell apart. It's still 3-3 tie now. I see the Jays are eliminated the Yankees. Even in Canada, the protesting against American bourbon, you don't see that on the shelves anymore, my friend was telling me. They're all at war over liquor, I think. No Canadian liquor there, no American liquor here on the shelves. People took it too personally, I think. What I didn't understand, huh? Everybody knows it's politics, huh? But it has nothing to do with the people. But still, most Canadians are so sensitive, they took it personally. Pretty much kind of sanction Canada, because no Canadians going there. If you look at travel, tourism in Florida is down a lot because Canadians stopped going there. They lost a lot of money just from tourists alone from Canada. And who's gaining is Europe. Europe getting all the travelers that used to go to the States. Not Mexico. I used to think it would be Mexico, but they're all going to Europe. Like Portugal and Spain. I was kind of looking at some of the data on that. But even when I make comments there, even other Canadians, they always try to trash talk me, because I'll buy anything what I want. I don't care where it's made. I had to argue with some old lady today. I said that's why you're so stupid. You don't think outside of the box. But that's hurting a lot of people that rely on tourists from Canada, like in Florida. A lot of their businesses are down a lot. I think even in Canada, it's kind of like that too. A lot. You'd be surprised how many people don't even have a passport, or never left Canada. There's a lot of people like that. Never seen outside the world. That's why they think the way they think, because they've never been to other countries. That's why they're so spoiled, because they've never been anywhere else. Oh, they think I'm entitled to this. I'm entitled. That's all you hear from a lot of Canadians. They're too spoiled. Well, I think my housekeeping come here soon. I'll get my stuff ready. And by the time she comes here, I'll just have to take the garbage out. But what else is new in the world? I don't know why they're like that. It's like, I don't know. For people like I know, they think like me, because most of the people I know, they travel around the world, huh? And I think it's just the ones that don't really travel much think like that. That are spoiled. I think that's the mentality there. Because if you travel around and seen how the rest of the world, you'd be grateful what you have. And that's the thing. And you make I buy what I want. And then you get a bunch of people try to bash you, huh? Then you got to argue with stupid old Canadian ladies. That's the worst. Try to argue with old Canadian white ladies. Well, I think that when I got mad today was I told her that's why I leave Canada, because of people like you. It was a great nation. I remember anywhere from 2010 and under, it was a great country to live in. But once you started 2000 and up, this one declined. Everything went up, prices went up, shittier jobs, shittier pay, just didn't make sense. Well, I'm kind of lucky. I never had to experience that because I always had a good job. But everybody think they're entitled to a good job without putting the work in. They don't educate themselves or anything. Oh yeah, I think it was even before the early 2000s. Even in the 90s, I experienced that. I think it was even before Trudeau's time, like the transfer of immigration to Canada was even way before his time. It's always been the Liberals, but it's always been there. They just open the doors more easily. They just cut the red tape to bring in more. But it's always been there. Canada always been like a multi-culture country. Have you ever been framed by a woman? I don't think I had. No, no, I haven't. I've been kind of lucky so far that it haven't happened to me, Justin. Person, how you doing, a person? I haven't seen you for a while. Obama passed a lot of different policies, huh, for you guys. I don't know about this Carney, but I don't know if we had a conservative party. I don't know what would happen. I'm gonna give them a year or two before I kind of really judge them. But anybody got to be better than Trudeau, I say. But even the conservative, when we had conservative parties before, they just destroyed Canada. I'm not a fan of either one, liberal or conservatives. Last time you told me, but don't start saying you're a 10-year-old on here. No, I try to keep this channel to adults. But you're welcome back. Yeah, coal is some. There used to be a lot of jobs in coal mining, huh? I think maybe not right, maybe not now, but I give it 5 years. The oil field in Canada is going to be destroyed. Even coal, they don't. Even in Canada, they don't use as much coal now. I know it used to be a big thing. We had a few. We have a few coal plants still. That that generates power, but not as many as before. A lot of our stuff is run down. Hello, Carter. How you doing? I'm doing good. I just came back watching some hockey at the sports bar here in Vietnam. And started pouring rain, so I had to kind of come back home so I don't get soaked. Oh yeah, they got a lot of old trends and stuff like that. I'm doing okay. Just enjoying my day actually so far. Oh yeah, you love hockey too as well. What's the score? Still 3-3, I think. Let me look at the score here.
They said onside, and that'll come back to Kulak.
Still tied. My favorite team is the
All right, offensive zone
Edmonton
drawn for the
Oilers. I'm a big Oiler fan. I was lucky enough to see the Oilers when they were winning Stanley Cups in the 80s when Gretzky was in his prime. Hang on, guys. I gotta give some of my stuff. Oh, hang on. I'll put that there. Hang on. Put that there. Towels. Give you the garbage. Okay, thank you. You have a good day.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, my team again, Carter? I love the Oilers. It's Edmonton Oilers. But they're not doing so great tonight. They're only tied with the Flames. I want to see who's. I'm sure there's got to be some sponsors with whiskey. I am not a Toronto fan. I don't like the Maple Leafs. Anybody but the Maple Leafs. I'd rather cheer for the Montreal Canadiens than the Maple Leafs. Who's my favorite player? Leon Draisaitl. Oh, and Alberta, no one likes the Leafs. In Alberta, everybody cheer on any other team but the Maple Leafs. It's always been like that, Trailer Park. I don't know why. Like Western Canada and Eastern Canada don't like each other very much. Yeah. Oh yeah, Alberta does a lot of hunting. Kind of actually, Alberta's kind of like the United States because they like hunting, fishing, all that stuff. It's probably the most similar province to the States out of Canada. They like their sports. They like football. They like they got the Calgary Stampede. They got their rodeos and stuff like that. Yeah, horses and farmers. So it would adapt to America actually not easy than most provinces if it had to. I'm not saying it's going to, but I just say if it had to. It's oil country like a lot of parts of the States. Yeah, mostly farmers there. Saskatchewan. And BC, I don't know, BC is a mixture of everything. I don't know why it's so expensive because they don't really got the high paying jobs there. Manitoba is more, I don't know. It's like I find it like probably the poorest province out of the West. No, that's actually just a soft drink. That's a 50 cent soft drink. Isn't that insane? I paid that like 50 cents Canadian. It's like 10,000 VND. That's like 50 cents. I still drink Henneken while I'm here. You can't even find a can of soft drink in Canada for 50 cents. You can't even find it for $2, I think. Oh, you can't even find that in vending machine in Canada? A soft drink? Oh my God. When I was working in Fort McMurray, it was $4. Insane. I think in Edmonton they're like two something. And everything got smaller. They don't really have much vending machines in like in Edmonton because of crime. People break into those. Teenagers just smash those up, steal the money. They're only like in office buildings though, like government office. They won't just put them anywhere random. People ruin that part. You guys are lucky. Crime is everywhere in Alberta, from south to north, from the bigger places to the little shit ass towns. So you can't avoid crime in Alberta. Drugs is everywhere. I'm not talking about weed. I'm talking about like hardcore drugs. Crime is just out of hand in Edmonton. I don't when I'm in Edmonton, I don't even go out at night like I do in Asia. I'll walk around anywhere at night in Asia, but at night I won't walk anywhere near in Edmonton. Edmonton, I'll walk everywhere in the daytime, even in the poor neighborhoods. But at night, no chance that's going to happen. West Virginia, nice, nice. I know most of the American cities because I watch a lot of college football. When things settle down, I want to go to Oregon. I want to go watch some Oregon Ducks play. I don't want to go there now, till they probably won't treat me very good as a Canadian, just because of my fellow Canadians are dumbasses. Oh yeah, I know. College football is very serious. It's crazy. That's why I like watching it. Especially if it's like a big upset. Oh, it's just you see some wild fans. But my favorite college team would be the Oregon Ducks. One year I'm gonna go watch a game there. Oh my God, huh? Crazy. And Marshall just a smaller team too. I was watching a game. Was this Texas A&M? Insane fans. Yeah, I heard of Marshall. I know where Marshall. I heard of Marshall. They're the one with the green, huh? Green and white. They wear the green and white uniforms. Oh yeah, I know all the small college teams too, huh? Especially when you bet on football a lot, you know all the teams. You start know all the teams over the years, like Boise State, all the places like that. Mountaineers, yeah. Oregon, Michigan State, Ohio. I'm not a big fan of Ohio Buckeyes. Or the Florida teams. I don't mind some of the like Texas A&M, A&M. I like that team. There's a lot of little talent teams people don't know of. A dumbass Buckeye. But they always have a good college football team. That's the thing. Even though I don't like them. But you gotta love all those little college teams too. Not just the big schools. Like the Wisconsin Badgers. There's even more schools in basketball, like college basketball. There are even a lot of smaller schools I've never heard of. Yeah, a lot of the smaller schools they always draft some good NFL players too. My friend's big Southern California fan. Come home. Yeah, yeah, mom, come home, son. My mom been passed on for years, my friend. Kentucky, yeah, basketball series down that way, huh? North Carolina and all that area. I guess I gotta delete this guy, being a weirdo. Some people are just morons. I like Notre Dame. I don't mind Notre Dame actually. But when it comes to basketball, like I like Gonzaga, or is Gonzaga? Huh? They always have a good team. Alabama's always up there, but I got to put my Oregon team, my Oregon Ducks are always up there. Don't forget the Bulldogs, Georgia. Georgia has always a good team. Georgia and Alabama was, if I had to say, the best two teams. Not like this year, but consistent every year. Those would be the two top teams. Mississippi always plays tough. I see that university, college hockey in the States now, they can pay junior players from Canada like rookie NHL salaries. It just started this year. We got that player, Gavin McKenna. He's playing in Penn State. They're paying him $700,000 a year before he's drafted. He's supposed to be the #1 Canadian player. He's going to make almost as much as money as his first year in the NHL already. He played a couple games for Penn State. They won both games already. Oh yeah, I seen that game where the crowd just went crazy. But they beat the Alabama a couple of times. They're like good games. Oh yeah, I remember that's the game. Was that last year, huh? I like the orange when they had got the orange on. Tennessee looks pretty cool with the orange. Especially the crowd when it's sold out. You just see orange everywhere. Crazy, huh? Wild games in college football. Yeah, the orange and white look really awesome. Just like that, look like that, just like that green and yellow and when Oregon Ducks have. They got a kick-ass stadium in Oregon. It's like in a valley, goes down and out. The fog comes in if it's a late game. Yeah, the Bengals too, but the Bengals been a shit-ass team for a long time now. The Bengals couldn't win their way out of anything. Most the Buffalo Bills, a lot of Eastern Canadians love the Buffalo Bills. And the West, it's probably Seattle Seahawks and San Francisco 49ers. Well, I'm going to take off, everybody. I'll see you later. Have a good night. Don't get too drunk.